time! Hey guys, it's me, Roxy, Vice President of Film Club, and I am in charge of doing the update video this week. Woo! In case you guys missed the last meeting, we had some announcements. Professor Dan Smith announced Hollywood Career Day, which will be May 17th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., which is a Saturday, so don't make any excuses that you can't go unless you have work or you have kids. Then it's totally acceptable. On this Hollywood Career Day, we're going to actually have professionals in the industry come and talk with us and give us advice about, how it is to be in entertainment and, how to get in, and just give us the insight on how to be, the future them. Some of the people that we're going to have are directors, screenwriters, script supervisors, actors, and I believe there's a talent agent that's going to come and talk about the industry too. But they are all legit people. They have all worked on Criminal Minds, MTV, and Army Wives. So if you have anybody that's interested, beside yourself, because most likely if you're watching this, you are into films, hence Film Club. But if you have anybody that's interested in being an actor, a writer, a director, or they're just confused, or they just want to, kind of explore the entertainment industry, I suggest you invite them. On that day, I know it's going to be long, but we will be providing free lunch for everybody, and it's a free event, so there's no excuse about not having money, because you get free food and free admission. And you want to know how you can get it? All you got to do is copy this site right here. See this? It's eventbrite.com. And make sure to get all these codings in here, because or else you're going to get lost. So if you want to register and reserve your seats, go to eventbrite.com and copy all this right here to reserve your seats. On other news, Cinegear Expo 2014 is coming! Woo! I'm super excited because I went last year and it was amazing. It will be on June 5th to the 8th of this year, which means the week before finals. But it's worth it, so don't discourage it because it's the week before final. It's awesome and it's fun and totally worth your time. I went last year and I was able to have the privilege of meeting the writer of Social Network and picking his mind a little bit. And I got to play with all the latest technology in cinema right now, including jibs, stabilizers, helicopters, vehicle cranes, lighting, GoPros, playing with red cameras, and all that jazz. Like, it was just amazing. If you're a filmmaker, this is your Disneyland, besides Disneyland, because it is amazing and you get to actually be and feel how it is to be a professional in the industry. So if you want free stuff and you want to have a fun time, come to Cinegear June 5th to the 8th, and you can actually register online at www.cinegearexpo.com and register for free if you do it before May 31st, 2014. It will be at Paramount Picture Studios, which is awesome, in the middle of Hollywood. And it's legit. That's all I gotta say. Totally legit. And I suggest everybody should go at least once. So don't discard it because it's too far. Because if you really, really want to be in this industry like I do, you should totally go. So, yeah. So you have till May 31st of this year to register and get in for free. And if you don't, it's only $25 for admission, but it's totally worth it, so I suggest it. But it's always best to have free stuff. So, register before May 31st and come hang out with all your officers and the whole film group, fanatic group, and let's make this happen. Alright? So, in case you missed this past week, we continued on with pre-production, but we did not do character development like the previous week. What we did this week is that we organized the paperwork that comes with pre-production, which includes call sheets, scene breakdown, script breakdown, excuse me, and storyboarding. So let's start with call sheets. Call sheets are forms that say what actors and crew members will be coming that day. It will have the call. It's called the call sheet because it is pretty much like your schedule at what time you have to be on set. Most of the time, the crew has to be at least an hour or two before the shoot starts or the actors come. That way, everything is prepared by the time filming is ready. So that's what a call sheet is. It tells what will happen that day, a description of what will happen that day, the actors that will be on that day acting, alongside all the crew members that will be on set that day, and it will tell you what time to be there and what to bring. That's call sheet. Now, script breakdown is when you break down one scene and you tell them what's going to happen on that scene. You say, is it going to be filmed in the daytime? What time? Is there going to be a specific event that's going to happen? What kind of costumes are going to be there? Where's your location? What actor are you going to be filming that day? And props that you need to bring. So it's pretty much like a guideline of what you need to do for that day, and what you need to bring, so that way your actor knows what to bring and how to prepare themselves, and the crew knows what's going to happen that day and what they're filming, or have an idea of what they're filming. So that is script breakdown, or scene breakdown, I guess you can say. On the other side, before I forget, location list, or location, I like to call it location list, but it's, what you do is that it's a form in which you list your locations or possible locations of what you're gonna be filming. So let's say, I'm making a 5-minute right now, right? So for example, one of them is going to be at a pool. So I'm going to put external pool, residential pool, Chino Hills, California, because that's where my pool will be located, or where I will be using it. And at what time, from what time will I be there? So it's always best to have more than one location. Don't always depend on one location. Always make sure to at least scout like 4 or 5. I think that's pretty good. You never know. So yeah, that's it. Make sure to get your actors for all these sheets, because or else you will be in trouble. So yeah. Other than that, so locations, script breakdown, storyboarding. Storyboarding is very important, because storyboarding, what it does is that, even though you're like the baddest drawer ever, like myself, what it helps you do is that it helps you frame what you're gonna shoot that day. So let's say you want to rack focus between two characters. So you put you draw two characters, like one right here and then like one over here somewhere. Let's say that, and you want to rack focus it. So it usually has a description on the side, like scene 1, shot 2, or something like that, and you describe like, oh, this person is talking to this person, rack focus between characters. So that way when your DP, or if you don't know what a DP is, a director of photography, or a cinematographer, either one, it's the same person, they will know how you want that shot, and the rest of your crew will know how the shot's going to be. So that way lighting's perfect, your shots are perfect, and they're perfectly framed, and they have an understanding of what or how you want this scene to look. So it's a very important if you storyboard it. I did not storyboard before until I took my 19B class, and I learned that storyboarding actually saves you. So I suggest you always storyboard before a shoot, or at least before a scene. That's pretty... No, oh, and we didn't talk about this the last meeting, but I suggest I tell you guys. If you guys have never heard of a shot list is a list of a scene or all the scenes in which you want to identify, you describe your shots and if you like them or not. Let's, for example, I want a close-up of a character, so I would do an actual Excel format and put, you know, scene, scene, shot, and leave some lines for different takes, so that way I can mark which one was my best one. And it'll say, like, if you want a close-up, let's say I wanted a close-up, right? So I would put on the first one scene 1, shot 1, and then I would put CU for close-up, and then describe, character is in shock. Let's say that, right? Character's in shock. So I will make sure that there's extra little Excel markings to identify, like, if take 1 was good, if it was bad, you know, best one. You know, it's always best to record which ones are your best shots and how you want them, so that way you're really organized by the time you're on set and you know what you want. Because if you don't know what you want, you're going to be staying there for a very long time. So I suggest you do a shot list, and if you want to get examples, all you got to do is go to Google and search shot list, and you will see what I'm talking about. It's very important in the pre-production process because it will help you on set, so that way you can get through your takes quicker and it'll be better. So yeah, that's all we really talked about at the last meeting. We gathered together with our teams and, you know, discuss locations and casting, and storyboarding, scripts, shot scripts, which are scripts that are written for shooting. So when you read it, you're like, oh, okay, well, it's dolly here, you know, trucking there. And if you don't know these terms, you will learn them. You will learn them in remote production, which will be next semester, and it is very useful. But it's always best to have a shooting script, so that way you can read it over while while you're shooting, and you know what you want in it. So that's pretty much what we did. We gathered up in our groups, finished up our work, did locations, discussed locations that we can possibly film at, how we want it, costuming, characters, because we need actors now, remember, and and well, I already said shooting script, so yeah, that was pretty much it. Oh, and scheduling, because scheduling is very important. You need to make sure that all your crew is going to be at your set, and that you guys have one day or more or whatever it's going to take you to do a scene. You need to make sure that your crew members are all going to be there, and if some of them can't, make sure that you have enough people to where you will have an okay shoot. This is very important because when you get on set, the call sheet will be called, and it will be like old school, like elementary school, where you actually call people and check off if they're there or not. So be sure to talk with your group and your group leaders to schedule a date where you're all going to shoot. And if you haven't read the script for your group, make sure to get that done, so that way you all have an idea of what the story is about, and maybe you guys can just hit off like shots and storyboarding, and put one person in charge of storyboarding, one person in charge of script supervising, and all that jazz. So you need to manage. That's pretty much what we did. We just did a lot of pre-production paperwork and discussion. So right now we are all in talks of hopefully shooting soon. I know with my group, if you're watching this, we all need to talk about when we're going to shoot this. And if you guys haven't read the script, then we need to discuss that. Along with the rest of the groups, if you have not talked to your leaders, make sure that you email them. Even if it's on this page, make sure that you say Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4, and you tell them, hey, what's going on? What are we doing? Can someone give me an update? We will be, all of us, especially us leaders, will be glad to tell you what is going on and make sure that you're up to date, because that's all we really want. So that's pretty much what happened in the last meeting. Next meeting, we will be discussing shooting. Some of us will have dailies and footage, so if you haven't talked with your leaders or your groups, you guys should talk right now to talk about, if you guys don't have actors, get some actors, look around, go to the theater, friends or whatever, just kind of find people to that are willing to shoot a movie, a quick movie for you. It shouldn't take that long either, especially if you're very organized. I mean, you guys will be fine. But yes, so production should start soon. So I suggest that if you guys missed the last meeting, contact your leaders. Contact leaders. Big picture. Contact leaders. Contact your leaders, so that way you know and are updated on what's going on right now with your group, and you guys can discuss character development and actors, because that is the most important thing. Is you need actors to actually have a movie. So try to look for actors. If you already know what the story is about, find actors, so that way you guys can communicate with each other and say, hey, I got some actors for us, don't worry about it, and you guys can start shooting as soon as possible. The next meeting, I'm not sure if it's production. We're going to talk about production. I think, yes, we will. Next meeting, we're talking about production and filming. So in case you guys don't know about how to film, framing, shots, how to deal with cameras, how to build one, how to deal with one, we will be discussing that next class. So we're going to explain GoPros, Steadicam equipment, how to shoot with DSLRs, anything that is essential to your production process. We will be teaching you, because it is very important that you have the right shots and the right camera work so that your story is told in a pleasant manner. Alright, so, yeah, check with your leaders, see what's going on. If you can't contact your leaders, talk with your other group members to see what's going on, and make sure that you're up to date, because production is coming soon, especially next meeting. We're going to be talking about shoots and productions and shots and everything, so it will be best if you already know what your script's about, so that way you can just shoot it. You know, come to the meeting, learn about shooting, and then shoot it, because that's always best. You can't really shoot without knowing how to shoot. So that will be the next meeting. Production will be next meeting. How to use cameras and all that stuff, all that jazz. That will be the next one. And sorry about that hard cut. As you can see, I'm filming in my bedroom, and I live with my sister, so she had to come in really quick. Hence why it's a hard cut right now. My bad. But anyway, so I was saying, if you don't know anything that's going on with your script or your group, contact leaders, please. I am asking you nicely, please. All right. Please contact your leaders. Make sure that everything is okay, and you guys are up to date on shooting, or at least pre-production work. Okay. So, that is it for today. I hope that what I gave you today is very essential, and I helped you out to update you on what happened last week. If you have any questions, contact me or any of the officers. Until then, keep on thinking. Remember, Hollywood Career Day, May 17th, Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for free. Okay, eventbrite.com. You got to register and reserve your seat, because this may help you out in the future. And I suggest that if you really want to be in this industry, you try to get to know these people, so maybe they can help you out. Okay? Also, remember, Cinegear 2014 is coming June 5th through the 8th, but you need to register by the 31st of May, so that way you can get it for free. It is open to the public, so you can tell all your friends that are interested in the film industry or entertainment. Just notify them that they have to go to www.cinegearexpo.com. Register online. You can register as a student, as a production company, independently. I know me, I'm registered as Flapper Girl Entertainment, which is my production company. And you can just get to know the people in the industry. So I always advise you guys to go at least once. That's pretty much it. I hope to see you guys in the next meeting, which will be not this Thursday, but next Thursday. Okay. Next Thursday, Building 13, room 1420, at 3 o'clock all the way to 4. Alright, so make sure that you guys make it on time, so that way we can have time for to explain production and how to film. And we're going to let you guys use the equipment. So I suggest you guys come. Alright, so that is it for today. Thank you for dealing with me all these, I don't know, minutes, probably 15 or probably like 12, either way. Thank you for having to deal with me and listen to my rampages and my ums and everything. See. So I will see you next meeting, and make sure to bring your film game, because we're gonna have some fun with Production. Alright, so all you guys have a good night. If it if you are watching this during the day, then have a good day, and may the force be with you all. Okay? Alright, so I'll see you guys later at the next meeting. Bye! That's a wrap, son!